want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. And she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Hit my Michael.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On third down, Fournette. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
The play clock's running down. There's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Bill's going to run the draw with Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Fournette, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Now we go now. Ace! Ace! Slow! Man, I got you. Now we go now. Green 39.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. This is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
Green 90.
3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He can't bring him down. And he's going to be swallowed up. sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down. To throw is Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lambeau will put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, Wentz. To the right side, caught by Saleh. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They fake the give. Now Wentz completes it to Ajayi. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On play action, Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, baby. Black 58, Will. Black 58.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on third down, Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 39 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. Four fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Bortles will try again on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now. Z. Black, 58, right. Left. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Telvin Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz got to have this one. And Jeffrey's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now on first down. Ertz Wentz has it left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They go play action here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Wentz to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Blue for the ace. Z. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Left.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. First throw of overtime for Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now. Slow. Ace, slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here we go. Green, 90. Ace. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Ace.
Play clock winding down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, here's Bortles. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A partner, a great game that we got to see.